Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I know East Coasters, it's 6 a.m., so my apologies. You're probably going to watch this later. 12 o'clock here in Split, Croatia. What a beautiful town this is. What a beautiful country Croatia has turned out to be. Definitely exceeding all my expectations in Croatia. Split, one of the things about it that was just super unique is that palace. You're looking over there at the palace fortress area. Within those walls, just its own little city within. And you'll see a video that we do exclusively on each place that we've been, and I'll show you some of the pictures and that coming out that we took inside of there. But just the history that is involved in there. Built in the 1700s. Split is the second largest city in Croatia, and beyond that, they have mixed the modern and the ancient so well. When you're over by the plaza, walking along the waterfront, you can kind of see it a little bit there if we can get past this. Right there, kind of along the waterway there. Some call it the Riviera as well here. A whole non-vehicle street there of little covered areas to sit and eat, or we were over there in the morning to sip your coffee and have your pastry and look out here over the sea. What a busy place this is as well. So many people in this port you see on the pier with backpacks and suitcases, and they're getting on one of the multiple ferries that you see here to go other places. Or I don't see any here. This Azamara ship is blocking it, but there is one right there. See if we can get around the corner of it and see. Yeah, kind of those little private ships right there, little private cruise. I guess we call it a cruise ship, but we're talking about a boat of about 20 to 30 cabins. And we saw several people boarding those. These aren't day ships. These aren't day cruises people are taking. These are cruises they're taking to destinations with a very small group of people, and they are they have a small cabin. We were able to look inside. I hope the picture of that comes out. Everybody else says the sun was really bright when I was taking it. But you've got, it looks like a nice little bed, nice little room with a bed and a bath shower, very much like an interior cabin on a cruise ship, and on a larger cruise ship. And they're going to different places. So I did record the boat names of several of the ships over there. I want to look up their itineraries and just see where it is they go, and I'll let you know about that. But there goes a ferry out. Lots of vehicle ferries here. I mean, these are just gigantic ferries that take vehicles and parties to various points along the sea here. Very impressed here with Split, Croatia, and Croatia in general, but just the way that they have melded the ancient, the old buildings, the old artifacts with the new modern, and made it look seamless is just something we don't see anywhere else in America. Obviously something built in the 1700s and beyond. Obviously when you're in Europe, we do have that experience of visiting these places. America just does not have that history as of yet to have something as old as some of the things that you'll walk on, the paths, the footpaths, the stoneways that you'll see and walk upon when you're in Europe. But it's truly a different part of history. But great port, great weather today. We will not do ship renters again today, only because our balcony is actually on the other side of the ship. But let's take a little walk over there. Not a lot of people back on the ship just yet, but I want you to take a look at the number of boats out there on the water. I see a lot of sailboats. I see just a lot of people out there enjoying. This is a Sunday, so that is something. There was a lot of places not open when we went into town. We went in about 9 o'clock, came back a little before noon. Some of the shops did open, but we were able to visit well, it's a flea market, right? It was a yard sale flea market. Lots of stuff there like we'd see at a flea market in the States. Personal things from people. I looked for some bargains, maybe something we don't see here in America very much. Saw some 8-tracks, but I didn't see anything that I would be able to bring back in my luggage. So we did go to a Sunday vegetable and fruit market. Those are always special when you see them in Europe. Something they do so much more commonly than we do in America. And just, you know, being able, if you're not, of course, can't bring any of that back to the States because that kind of thing isn't allowed. But when you live in countries like this and you're able to go and you're picking out your daily, or, you know, and they usually don't buy for the weeks, you know, for a whole week in Europe the way that we do in America. They're doing a couple of days at a time, you know, so you're buying tonight's dinner and maybe tomorrow's meal, and then you're going to come back and you're going to do it again. Very, very different kind of shopping here. And when they do the open markets, it's so much nicer, so much cooler than what we see in America on a regular basis. So we were able to see a little bit about how the locals interacted before they opened for business for the tourists. But still, it's a Sunday, and Sundays in Europe are different. And Laura was looking for some. She's got a little bit of a sinus thing going on, a little bit of drainage she was wanting to do up. So, you know, in America, you'd go to your pharmacy, you go to your local supermarket, and you're going to buy a box of whatever whatever works for you versus for sinus relief or cold medicine with that, and you're going to have, you know, 10 to 24 tabs till you've knocked it out. But Europe is different. First of all, you can only buy that kind of medication from a pharmacist. Well, I should say the first thing is none of them are open on Sunday. None of them. No supermarkets, no pharmacies, not open on Sunday. In fact, I used the translator, which we'll do a video on, to translate the door information from one of the closed ones. And on their Sunday, it literally stated, "We do not work on Sunday." And so, first, you can't buy it on Sunday because they're not open. Secondly, you can't buy it because they do not sell it that way here in Europe. You can't buy a big blister box of sinus cold medicine. If you are able to get there when they're open, you go see the pharmacist, and he might give you a day or two's worth of tablets. And if you're not better by then, I'm actually not sure. I guess you go back and see him, or maybe you see your local doctor for a bigger prescription or something. But they just don't dispense medication like that, even what we consider over-the-counter medication. They do not dispense it like that in Europe. So that'll be amongst our travel tips when we do a video on that. But just, you know, write that one down. If you're going to travel in Europe and you have sinus issues, which you're going to be traveling through a lot of different environments and sometimes some different weather patterns. So if you're not used to it, it's worth packing that. You might want to pack a little extra because you're not going to buy it if you run out once you're over here. Well, folks, it's a great day in Croatia. I hope you have a great day in the States. That's all for now, and we'll see you on the next videos. Have a great day. Take care.